Interesting. It's not showing. I'm not showing up live on YouTube. Oh, now I am. YouTube. Facebook just looks really slow. Let me reopen Facebook. Alright guys, we are here with a full case of blasters. It is 40 blasters, 36 are back there. It is a 5 by 3 by 2, whatever that equals to, which would be 36, I believe. And then obviously the 4 that you see in the front. I'm going to open up 5 blasters at a time, open up the packs, and then do 5 at a time. I think that'll probably do it at a decent pace rather than me open 1 blaster at a time and open 4 packs and whatever else. I think if I do what I just said, I think it'll go a little bit smoother for us. So we have 4 in the front. I'm going to grab 1 from up there and we'll get rolling. But first, let me get my man Cal Ripken Jr. here. Project 2020 Ben Bard at the card. Give a nice rub on all 40 of the boxes. Let's see, give him a nice side rub over the top rub, on the side rub. Here we go. Let's say there is someone that I said I would try to tag. We'll see if we can do that. Storms is supposed to be coming in, so for whatever reason I end up losing power or anything, we have to restart. Just giving a fair warning. I don't think that'll be the case, but it started to rain pretty hard on my way over here. What the fuck was I gonna do? Oh yeah, tag the person I needed tagged. See if I can actually tag somebody. I don't know how to get to my own company page. There we go. And I mean, giving everybody a second to get in here as well. Let me see. I can't even remember who went out there yet. See if it'll tag Dave. Anyways, let's get rolling. Like I said, we'll open 5 at a time. No, 5. Yeah, that'll give us 8 times we gotta open stuff. So we'll do that. I think that'll be the best way to go about it. Each blaster has 7 packs of 4 cards each in it. 7 packs, empty blaster. 2 Sepia and 2 pink refractors inside their retail exclusive. Obviously, you can get the you can get autographs, parallels, everything else too. It's not just the things; those are just the only things that are guaranteed. I am sure we'll have a couple autographs at the very least. I will throw up another blaster case, not tomorrow, because obviously Finest and Trinity comes out, which the first Finest filled, so we'll drop at least 1 more Finest break tomorrow. But I'd like to get that Trinity filled. I don't know why it's not moving. I do know, based on what I've seen other people put it, I need to adjust a couple of the team prices, but that won't really affect any of the teams that are still open. It would affect the really low teams. I just need to probably raise the Pirates next time. I didn't realize Skeen Stuff is going bonkers because he doesn't have an official like Topps rookie card from Leaf, so his stuff's going crazy. So I gotta raise the Pirates next time around. Maybe raise the Reds, but that is gonna be that. Let's get in, open up all these packs, and we'll get rolling. It's just 4 cards per pack, so almost like opening up a hobby box in the sense of having to open up a bunch of packs. Now, I haven't opened any blasters. This is the first blasters I've opened, period, so I don't know what the pinks look like, if they have like a purple hue to them or if they're more pink like the older ones, so I haven't really seen that, but we'll find out together. How's everybody doing tonight? You guys having a good night? Yeah, I mean, I try to tell people that the trade for Gregory Soto was not a good one. He's especially wild, and when he's not throwing strikes, he tries to get in the strike zone too much and aims, and then becomes very, very hittable. Alright, let's get rolling. 2 nice stacks. I think I've seen a green in there. I definitely see a blue. We have Alan Winans, Mickey Moniak, Shota, Ellie De La Cruz. We have Rom, Wells, Shohei. We're going to have the Ray Wave on the Montez. We have Byron Buxton on the pink, Jordan Wicks, Castillo. Harper, Adley Rutschman, Lipsius, Alvarez, Tovar, Jackson Holiday on the Prism. Jordan Walker on the Sepia. Diaz, Kirilloff, and Buxton, and Junior Caminero on the insert. Tristan Gray, Tyler Glasnow, Anthony Rizzo, Shohei on the refractor. Not the Dodgers this time around. It is Austin. Austin already probably $60 right there. We have Mason Wynn, Perez, Aaron Nola, and we get a blue Ray Wave, 15 out of 150 on the Chris Murphy, going to the Red Sox. First number card. These are not 55 points, are they? That first one is not. That's a 75. Fernando Tatis Jr., Jarvis, Blackman, Machado, Aaron Judge, Schwarber, Triolo, Matt McLean, Abrams, Kyle Tucker, Kowser, Bradley, Evaldi, and we have an autograph here. Sars Gibson Long for the Tigers. And that's going to go to Clay Whitener. We have Lane Thomas, Baker, CES, Swanson, Hunter Goodman, Jorge Soler, CES, Verlander, Eloy Jimenez, Jackson Churio on the Prism Refractor, Charlie Blackman, McLean, Blackman, Evaldi, Morel, Lopez, Jordan Walker, Taj Bradley, Matt Olson, Pereira, and Jackson Merrill. Dansby, Swanson, Adolis Garcia, Ryan Pipiot. We're going to have Perdermo, Mountcastle, Teoscar Hernandez, Judge, Perez, Lopez, Schwarber, Snell, Gunnar Henderson on the refractor, Rafaela. We're going to have Victor Scott, Soler. Oh, man. We have Shota Imanaga on the 6 out of 250 for the Cubbies. Going to David. Nice hit here, man. Picking up the Cubs to close. And get some of that closer's luck on the Shota. Then we got J-Rod on the pink. We got Trey Cabbage, Senga, Williams, Bellinger. We have Benintendi, Kyle Tucker, Torres, Noelvi Marte, Taj Bradley, Cropley, Bieber, Noda, Jackson Merrill on the photo variation short print. Hell, this blaster case might be better than a regular case of jumbos. Holy shit. Nice Jackson Merrill going to the Padres and Mark Gawinski. Jordan, I don't think there's any chance that Marte is going to beat Ohtani. We have Kirilloff, Meckler, Baker, Juan Soto, Chris Sale, Uribe, Quan, Riley Green, Paul Goldschmidt, and Bednar. I have Marte, Tatis, Hayes, Acuna Jr., McLean on the Cup card and the Sepia, Sheehan, Wynn, Thomas, Bo Naylor, Ellie De La Cruz, Witt Jr., Trout, Scherzer, Randy Arozarena, Taylor, Baez. We have Brandon Lowe. We're going to have Abreu on the Prism Refractor. Swanson, PCA, Rochillo, Arenado, Judge, Cade Marlowe, Kyle Bradish, Hader, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Millis, and Lyon Richardson. I have Blake Wheeler, Yu Darvish, Marcus Semien, Noelvi Marte, Carroll, Ruiz, Yoshida, Mountcastle, Vines, Rodriguez, Nimmo, Kershaw, Canario, Alcantara, Pete Alonso, Seth Lugo on the Aqua Lava. And that's going to go to the Royals. Nolan Gorman, Jaloff, Williams, Harris II, Cruz, Padermo, Sal, Frank, Betts, Judge, and Ohtani. That's going to be the first 5 blasters down. I'd say pretty good start so far. Get the next 5. Pump the camera. My bad. Get it rolling. I'm also going to put a thing out on Friday for grading services. If anybody needs things graded, let me know. But yeah, I'm going to do a grading services thing, so just a heads up. I already take some guy's stuff and grade it, but I'm pretty much caught up and have everything at least submitted. PSA's been a little bit slow. Since the National, like I have stuff I sent in like a week or so before the National, 2 weeks before the National, that are still in like, we've received it but we haven't done fuck all with it, so I'm assuming I mean it's gonna be $25 a card if you don't get it in the group. That comes with me submitting it. I will clean it, I'll evaluate it, and then yeah, that's also true. That's for bulk. Obviously, if you want something more expedited, you can always DM me and we'll work out whatever the prices are. If it's hit in a break and I'm just pulling it and you're not dropping it off, I'll take $1.50 off, so it'll be $23.50 to do it. If it's something that's hit one of the breaks, that's for sports cards. Pokemon will be a different price. And we're talking about PSA. I'll send it to SGC and CGC. CGC is definitely going to be cheaper than PSA is. So is SGC, but with SGC, it'll only be a little bit cheaper because in reality, unless we get a major sub, their shipping's still pretty expensive. So it'll probably be either $19 or $20 a card through SGC, which at that point in time, I would literally recommend going through the Boca Raton group and just go through him, because I mean, I'll clean it and prep it better than he does and probably get you a higher grade if it's not already just a 10 when you give it to me, but I can't match his prices. And when I've tried to get a retail account through them, they pretty much were like, here's this coupon, we'll give you $1 off of each grading service. And I'm like, the other guy is offering like 15 bucks flat, which means you guys are giving him like a huge discount. I was like, I can't compete with that. Plus, there's only like SGC fanboys. Like, no one's trying to submit their Pokemon to SGC. And I tried to explain to the guy, he's like, our Pokemon prices hold up against PSA. And I'm like, nah. I was like, if you can compare high-end Pokemon, yeah, but that's because it's so rare that Pokemon's rare in general that the price doesn't go down. Like, if you get some, like, for instance, I have a PSA 9 Raichu from first edition from Fossil. Like, that could be anything in a 9, and as long as it's like one of the big sports grading companies, it's going to grade perfectly fine. And obviously it does even better CGC than it does like SGC, but it's still going to be a good price because it's a super rare card from like 20 years ago. That's vintage, right? Vintage baseball, you can grade it with whatever as long as it's a reputable company, and it's going to still sell about the same price. We have Marco Luciano, Greinke, Will Smith, Adolis, Garcia, Happ, Sal Frelick, Bregman, Goldschmidt, Connor Phillips. Oh my God, Austin is just raking it. Austin, let me know if you want the guys Amar to pull all your Otanis and me hold on to them. Yeah, this is your third one too. You have a refractor, the sepia, and a base. We have Evan Carter, Casas, Jeff McNeil, Kyle Harrison, Blake Snell, Wade Meckler, Cano, Austin Riley, Adames, and Cabrian Hayes. We're going to have Jose Tena, Henry Davis, Arrays, Winans. We're going to have Lee, Logan Webb, Robbie Ray, Gunnar Henderson, Teoscar Hernandez, Abbott, Jack Leiter. We're going to have Ian Happ, Jose Rodriguez on the Ray Wave. There's a nice Soto. Kessinger, Canzone, Diaz, Moniak, Garcia, DeGrom, Chapman, and Mike Trout. Tim Anderson, Christopher Morel, Lane Thomas, Tovar, Young, Bednar, J-Rod, Lyon Richardson, Kierstead, Caminero, Outman, Marte, Riley, Altuve, Raggins, Arosa Reyna. I have Acuna and Shane Bieber, Paris, Nolan Gorman, Semien, Corbin Carroll, Nolan Shiano, Justin Martinez, Mike Yastrzemski. We got Hunter Stratton. seen any of his stuff. 83 out of 499 on the refractor. Is he like a retail exclusive guy? If you want me to keep you, if you want me to just pull your Otani, if you want me to have Dylan and Tyler just pull your Otanis, Cano, Matos, and just keep them till the MVP buyback. We have Joey Votto, McMahon, Tyler Soderstrom, and Ezekiel Tovar. We have Marte, Richardson, Hader, Josh Jung, Vines, Carroll, Wheeler, Garcia, Canario, Rodriguez, Ruiz, Funderburk, Zach Wheeler, Gavin Williams, Harris II, Nimmo, Olsen, Tatis Jr. I will say, I don't know, guys, what's the take on the Trinity? Why aren't we filling it up? I guess for the guys that are in here, I don't know what. Oh, I guess there's a judge here for whoever has the Yankees, too, which is Michael Weiss. We have Jaloff, Story, Alonso, Happ, Butler, Perez, Terang, and Sandy Alcantara. We have Ruiz, Lawler, Gomez, Freeman, Furman, Thomas Lane, Candelario Diaz, Lamont Wade Jr., Perez, Priester, Devin Williams, Shota, Freddie Freeman, Remilliard, Hamilton, Cody Bellinger, Trey Turner, Blackman, Cabbage, Harper, Torres, Kerry Carpenter, Refractor, Rom, and Wells. We're going to have Winans, Luis Castillo, McLean, Moniak, Rutschman, Senga, Shohei. Got a nice sepia on the Lee. Jordan Wicks, Kyle Tucker, another Shohei. Got Brandon Walter, Austin Riley, Sean Murphy, Marte, Burns, Swanson, Abreu, Churio, and Verdugo. Got Bobby Witt Jr., which just could be a decent. This is the guy that will win, has a chance to beat Judge if Judge slumps, I was going to say. And the Bobby Witt, we have Cruz, Horner, Cedric Mullins, Matsui, Garcia, Cease, Springer, Turner, Yanner Diaz, Winans. We have Spires, Joe Boyle, Gore, and Javier Baez. Definitely not the same type of heat as the first five. Into the next five. Try not to knock over the ones that are in front of it. For anybody that came in late, I'm doing 5 at a time just because it makes the most sense. I know y'all love me, but nobody's trying to watch me break for 2 hours either. Huh. Austin's like, I'm buying me a bunch of Bowman draft, baby. No, just... It's like I'm going to have a whole case of personals. First 5 boxes were insane, though, with the Shota and the Jackson Merrill. Haven't really had any good, the only really good sepia was the Lee. Obviously, all the sepia rookies, refractors, and pinks and all that stuff will get top-loaded. Just so you guys know. So, I'm not top-loading them on camera. They're going to get top-loaded either by me tonight or they're going to get top-loaded afterwards by Dylan and Tyler first thing tomorrow morning. Dylan actually comes in before we even open and does a lot of the sorting now. So... Austin, you already have $100 worth of Otani. Just... I think you'll be, I could be wrong, but I think you'll be fine. Whenever Dylan was on vacation, I actually sorted and top-loaded a lot of this stuff for Tyler and Rodney, because, yeah. Because I do it pretty quick. Is there any way anybody, I think... I don't know if Rue was watching or not. But I want to make sure Rua Rodriguez is in here too. That's Rua? Maybe it's Rui. I know he asked when I was. I think I just got the notification he asked when I was going live. But look at Mike out here, pouring himself out in other breaks again. I only let the shenanigans go because you're pretty much in all of my breaks, so I'll let you know. He was the breaker? Who are you breaking with? 12-year-old? Get over there. New Lorcana set comes out this week too, guys. Anybody looking for Disney Lorcana? We have Schneider, Ornelas, Yamamoto, Kyle Bradish, Gallen, Fernando Tatis Jr., Cabrian Hayes on the purple. One of the Pittsburgh Pirates out of 250. We'll get Lee on the retail pink. Going to the Giants and Mike. We have Parker Meadows, JP Martinez, Rodriguez, Dominguez, Benintendi, Ornelas, Turner, Garcia, J-Rod, and Isaiah Campbell. Darvish, Goldschmidt, Yoshida, JP Martinez, Davis Schneider, Neto, Horwitz, CJ Abrams, Rodriguez, Gallen, Realmuto, Bryce Harper, Adames, Meadows, Lindor, Volpe, Steele. We're going to have Junior Caminero, Young, Morel, Yamamoto, and Evaldi. What breaker is this? Now I'm curious. We have Kierstad, Outman, Tim Anderson, Rojas, McNeil, Perez, Story, Terang, Evan Carter, Butler, J.J. Bleday, Alvarez, Melendez, Jordan Lawler, Gomez, Freeman, Dalton Varsho, 60 out of 99 on the green Ray Wave. Pretty good trade. Fucking Jeff comes out of nowhere. Yastrzemski, I'm going to start calling you Randy Orton. Torkelson, Carpenter, Reynolds, Walker, Victor Scott on the Sepia, and Horwitz. We have Musgrove, McCutcheon, Flaherty, Rodriguez, Mauricio Jimenez, Vladdy Jr., Julian, White, Rendon, Jared Jones, Boyle, and Julio Rodriguez on the Sepia. We have Lugo, Steer, Cole, Riley Green, Hartwig, Meneses, Blackburn, Diaz, Smith, Sauver, Wu, Pena, Owen, White. We have Schwarber, Westberg, Diaz, Varsho, Summertime in a Park, Lindor, CJ Abrams, Meade, Candelario, McClanahan, Candelario, Priester, Bellinger, Lamont Jr., and William Contreras. Jorge Soler, Vermilliard, Hamilton, Rutschman, Leica Williams, Evaldi, Bo Naylor, Sale, Pipiat, Turner, Wyatt Langford, Bailey, J.P. Crawford, Rafael Devers, Funderburk, Basebe, Chisholm Jr., Gomez on the Ray Wave, Adames, Melendez, Kershaw, Castellanos, Bichette, Matt Chapman, and Kerkering. Royce Lewis, Stanton, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., J. Dom, Phillips, Flaherty, Yelich, McNeil, Soderstrom, Ramirez, Nolan Jones, Justin Martinez, Jacob deGrom, Hancock, Doyle, Darvish. I have J-Rod, Chris Murphy, Chris Bryant, JT Realmuto, Brian Rochillo, Amaya, India, Volpe, Corbin Burns, Jack Leiter on the pink. We have Isaiah Campbell, Trey Turner, Lindor, Arosa Reyna, and Kyle Tucker on the sepia, the all-etch and the sepia. Put these down in my bin down here. Yep, sounds like a young kid. A lot of them young kids love that. Love the overpriced. He probably does he do a lot of retail of Optic and whatever, or is it all hobby? One, two, three. Cause Austin's like 6'8", so he's assuming he's has a really long finger. I got what the joke was, buddy. Whew. Hey, how you doing, Brian? How have you been, buddy? It's been a long time no see there. There has not been any Red Sox hits in the sense of nothing that's numbered. I don't know if there's any pink or sepias, particularly for the Red Sox. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm a mouth breather. It is what it is. I've been getting punched in the face too much when you're a younger kid. Can't breathe out of my nose to save my life. We're going to have Yordan Alvarez, Robbie Ray, Diaz, Holiday, Cano, Davis, Kessinger, Webb, Jimenez, Abbott, Happ, Garcia, Spencer Sear, 123 out of 275 on the purple radar. One of the Reds, we have Ryan Mountcastle, Tenna, Jack Leiter, Arrays, Jackson Rutledge, Casas, Quan, Hayes, Soto, Bobby Witt Jr., and Benintendi. Chapman, Noda, Devers, Wynn, Uribe, Tatis Jr., Tovar, Sheehan, Mike Trout, Ketel Marte, Basebe, Arenado, Witt Jr., Scherzer, Thomas. Going to have Evan Carter, Juan Soto on the sepia. We have PCA, Ellie De La Cruz, Lowe, Alvarez, Marlowe, Rochillo, Baez, Jose Tenna on the negative. Going to the Guardians. And Patrick in one of his first breaks. Josh Hader, Millis, Bradish, Nolan Arenado, Lofton, Brian Hayes, Fitzgerald, Acuna Jr., Batty, Kershaw, Lofton, Yoshida, Cole, Story, Furman, Steele, Blackburn, Verdugo, Glasnow, Hartwig, Robert Jr., Meneses, Volpe, Happ, Wu, Steer, Varsho, Perez, Smith-Sauver, Lugo, Contreras, McClanahan, Perez, Mead, Westberg, Pena, DeLuca, and Jack Leiter. And that's going to be the first two or so blasters from that. We have Evan Carter, Lee, Adames, Verlander, Sal Frank, Riley, McNeil, Jared Jones on the refractor, Gray, Cano, Aaron Judge, Mackenzie Gore, Padermo, Wynn, Casas, Rizzo, J-Dom, Mookie Betts, Jarvis, Betts again, Nola, Rendon, Myers, Glasnow, Abrams, Machado, and Victor Scott. Colton Cowser, Triolo, Perez, Colt Keith, Glasnow, Torkelson, Carpenter, Alvarez, Betts, Horwitz, Reynolds, Blade, Jack Leiter, Rodriguez, Mauricio Jimenez, Kirkeren on the Raywave, Nimmo, Rendon, Jared Jones, McCutcheon, Lawler, Max Scherzer, and Owen White. Vladdy Jr., Musgrove, we have Lee on the refractor. Rodriguez, Montez, Olsen, Colton Cowser on the all etch rookie rush. Orioles and David. Pete Alonso, Wyatt Langford, Sale, Gunnar Henderson, Hartwig, Lowe, Lipsius, Cropley, DeGrom, Torkelson, Canzone, Tovar, Bieber, Springer, and Dansby Swanson. Into another 5 blasters. Austin, I think we're only halfway through, buddy. I think you have plenty of time. I guess the question I have about halfway in, do you guys like the blaster case, or is this like a one and done? So if you're trying to build up some base rookies and get some cheap grading out of guys you're PCing for your team, you're getting a lot of those because there's a decent amount of each guy. I don't even think, Mike, are you in this? Oh yeah, you're the Giants. He's like, I hate blasters, but I still buy them. Rico. We got Glass Now, Betts, Rizzo, Vines, Torres, Wynn, Machado, Nola, Shohei, McClanahan, Triolo, Jarvis, Perez, Grayson Rodriguez, Colton Cowser, McLean, Blackman, CJ Abrams, Bryce Harper, CES, Swanson, Evaldi, Meadows, and Wilson Contreras. Matt Olson, JP Crawford, PPI, Justin Steele, Rodriguez, Montez, Patrick Bailey, Nolan Jones, Wyatt Langford, Sale, Gunner, JT Realmuto, and William Contreras, Bo Naylor, Stanton, Castellanos, Corbin Carroll, and Bednar, Funderburk, Basebe, Lewis, Ramirez, Kirkeren, Kershaw, Chisholm Jr., and Yelich. We have Lowe, Phillips, MJ Melendez, Ruiz, Spires, Randy Arozarena, Perdermo, Mountcastle, Walker, Betts, Taylor, Snell, Hernandez, Benintendi, Jacob Lopez, Dane Myers, Victor Scott, Wyatt Langford on the Rayway, a little bit off center there. We have Max Scherzer, Jimenez, Clase, Schwarber, and Ellie De La Cruz in the summertime at the park. We have Buxton, Merrill, Buxton again, Soler, Bieber, Lopez, Pereira, Verlander, Kirilloff, Lowe, Rafaela, Green, Diaz, Tyler Fitzgerald. That's a nice hit right now. We have Kirilloff. Fitzgerald is still so hot, it's ridiculous. We have Neto, Contreras, Julian, Jadam, Balasovic, Rojas, Lowe, Rodriguez, Gonzalez, Devers, Suzuki, Shane McClanahan on the Aqua Ray Wave. That's going to be a 53 out of 199. We have Tristan Casas, Lourdes Gurriel Jr., Conforto, Gray, PCA, Alvarez, Holiday, Williams, Langeliers, Harris II, Harrison, Sassoni, Moreno, Berger, Mookie Betts on the pink, Hunter Goodman, Ohapi, Carrera. We have Olson, Garcia, Lipsius, Tovar, Chapman, Yelich, Canzone, Alvarez, DeGrom, Ornelas, Kessinger, Garcia, Diaz, Noelvi Marte, Devers, Andrew Abbott, and Ian Happ. We got Robbie Ray, Rochio, Meneses, Henry Davis, Leiter, Webb, Neto, Meckler, Tenna, Lee, Arrays, Senga, Cano, Riley, Adames, J.P. Martinez, Varsho, Evan Carter, Aaron Judge, McNeil, Goldschmidt, Gray, Sal Frank, Casas, and Zach Gallen. Yeah, of course you are always in real breaks because you're gay, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that nowadays. Okay, Austin constantly cheats on me too with a midget. Of all things, man. Guy's under 5 foot tall. Ridiculous. His wife is probably taller than his side piece in the break community. This one right here is going to have like 2 autos in it. Banged up box. Banged up boxes always got good shit in them. This will put us 30 blasters in, by the way, guys. Alright, here we go. It's okay. For a while, Gabe was waiting for his house to get fixed or built, and I was sending stuff to his mom, and every once in a while, I delete his mom's address out of the address book now, but they're like, they live next door to each other, so every once in a while I'd send a package to his mom, and his mom would give him grief. We have Murphy, Seager, Cal Raleigh, De La Cruz, Diaz, Colt Keith, Rutledge, Bichette, Sassoni, Churio. We have Mullins, Cruz, Jorge Soler. 246 out of 275 on the purple radar. We have Rizzo, Willer Abreu, Nico Horner, Matsui, Shiano, Ray, Williams, and Moreno. We got Lowe, Rafael Devers, Jackson Holiday, Slade Sassoni, Sonny Gray, Lugo, Harrison, Hoppy, Conforto, Eddie Rodriguez on the Ray Wave, Teoscar Hernandez, Hunter Goodman, Cunha Jr., Langliers, Chisholm Jr., Nola, Fitzgerald, Yoshida, Berger, Pena, Lofton, Steele, Carlos Correa. We have Jonathan Bolin on the 194 out of 299 on the purple speckle. Blake Snell, Furman, Robert Jr., Batty, Nick Gonzalez, Machado, India, Garcia, Mackenzie Gore, Strokes, Henderson, Amaya, Chris Murphy, Goldschmidt, Mullins, Campbell, Ornelas, Justin Turner. We have Yamamoto on the Ray Wave. Looks pretty well centered just from looking at it here. I'm not obviously inspecting it, but Carlos Correa, Neto, Realmuto, Darvish, and Acuna Jr. We got William Contreras, J.P. Martinez, Schneider, Volpe, Nico Horner, Meadows, Rodriguez, Gallen, Lindor. I have Batty, Jacob Young, Morel, Yamamoto, Emerson Hancock, and Lowe. Oh, I can grade it for you if you want me to. I can. Corners look decent. There is a print line here, but it's how it's printed, so I don't know if they'll even notice that, to be honest. But y'all get it graded. We have Horner, Mullins, Matsui, Betts, Abreu, Marte, Burns, Albies, Boyle, Cruz, Cease, Lindor, Langliers, Greinke, Will Smith, Verdugo, Corbin Carroll, Yastrzemski, Spire, Springer, Turner, Murphy, South, Frelick, Luciano, Bregman, Giancarlo Stanton, 63 out of 350 on the Fuchsia Speckle. And go to the Yankees. Jake Berger, the only guy that's still on the Marlins roster. We have Hancock, Chris Bryant, Bretton Doyle, Sal Frelick. I have Julian, Cruz, Cease, Burns, Perez, Boyle, Smith, Marte, O'Hoppe, Spires, Greinke, Verdugo. We got Jordan Lawler, Sons of Ray Wave. A little bit off center here, heavy on the left. We have Nola, Luciano, Bregman, Jung, and J. Ram. We have Logan Webb, Sal Frelick, Doyle, Turner, Acuna Jr., Murphy, Bryant, Gore, Springer, Machado, Amaya, Emerson Hancock, India, Luis Matos, Arrays, Walter, Albies, Wall. We got Paul Goldschmidt. That's going to be an Aqua Ray Wave on the 145 out of 199. Going to the Cardinals. And we got an Aaron Judge on the 40 banger, assuming he stays healthy. DeLuca, Olsen, Casey Schmidt, Moreno, Adams, Bogarts, Ruiz, and Aaron Judge on the all etch. They're 40. They're $40. The pink and the sepia are $40. Ray Waves for anything that's not base is 20. Everything that's non-numbered is 40. And I'm taking them. And please, guys, send them to me. That's actually the biggest thing I ask. Is send all your buybacks when you get them to me. We'll figure out something, because I didn't tell anybody yet, because I'm still waiting to get the credit approved. I got picked up to be a prospect store now. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I think it's something they're doing new to see, like, if you do really well and buy a bunch of stuff, they'll actually give you a store. But if that's the case, then, I mean, I'll probably be able to sell more sealed product as well, which means if you have something, which means if you have the buybacks, I can also send you a box if you don't want to use it for break credit. But take advantage of a small store, even if it's not me. At least go support your local LCS. Don't send it to one of the big breakers. Mike, you can send it to the guy that's down the street from you. I'll accept that. But if you're gonna mail them to somebody, don't. I mean, I'll pay shipping if you have enough of them. I'll pay whatever the shipping is. It'll be more beneficial to me than whoever else. But go support an LCS or send them to me. Don't send them to somebody that's bigger. They're already doing enough business. There's no reason for any of the big guys that are making millions to be getting people's buybacks online. Just my opinion. They can hate me, that's fine. I don't like half them fuckers anyway. Oh, I did find out, Austin, that the guy Dan works for, he has the second biggest GTS sports account when I was talking to my rep. So Dom is pretty big. But he does a lot of buying and reselling, so he does a lot of where he buys a ton and then he just sells it to other breakers or to other people. So he's almost like a mini distributor. But really, like, that's, I don't know. You know my thoughts on that. I don't like the buying and reselling so that other people can't get allocation or an account because you're buying it all from GTS. I mean, good on you if you have the money for it, but I don't really like that model. Like, I kind of think that's probably what Fanatics is doing the best. By the way, we're on the last 10 blasters here. I didn't realize he was that big, but apparently he is. Because he said he has an account that's pretty comparable to what Blez's account is, which Blez's account's big. Blez is probably a top 5 breaker in all the space, period. Maybe not baseball, but they do so much dude. The amount of basketball that Blez opens is just disgusting. They do okay in football, too. I think a lot of those guys don't do great in baseball, but Blez had a one-on-one with Ruben. Him and his brother sat down with Ruben one-on-one, so I'm pretty sure they're going to get enough basketball. I bet you they probably ripped 100 cases of the top Chrome basketball that's coming out. At least. Alright, let's go. We got Votto, Gorman, Semyon, Walker, another Judge for Weiss, Rojas, Matosh, Yastrzemski, Steer, Balasovic, Devers, Suzuki, Julian, Jordan Walker, Nick Gonzalez, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. We're going to have Contreras, Balasovic, Rizzo, Lawler, and Carpenter. Bryce Terang, Alonso, Horwitz, Torkelson, Alvarez, Votto, Ronnie Mauricio, Jimenez, Blade, Lawrence Butler, Logan Webb, Owen White, Jared Jones, Reynolds, Wynn, Castillo, Rodriguez, Rendon, McCutcheon, Suzuki, Olsen, Guerrero Jr., Musgrove, Ty Adcock on the purple. I have a case or two over here next to me. The answer is yes, I have more jumbos. We have Luis Arraez. They're going to be in mixers. I have 7 cases for the Facebook group as of right now. I might have more. We'll see. I mean, I'll have more. I'm waiting for how much Wave 2 is. We have Coco Montes, Henderson, Kyron Perez. There'll be one case that's on Loupe tomorrow, too. Noda, J-Dom, Jack Flaherty, Jung, Bellinger, Soderstrom, Jones, Bogarts, Adams, Reese Olson, Ramirez, Casey Schmidt, Volpe, Gray, DeLuca, Adams, Raleigh, Alonso, Semien, Walter, Wall, Seager, Wall, Rutledge, Albies, Cruz, Bichette, Michael Conforto, Jackson Churio, Colt Keith. We're going to have Marco Luciano and Nolan Gorman. Got really confused about Colt Keith. I don't know why. Yeah, I already got my next wave, and then I'm probably can get another wave of Topps Chrome. Maybe. It's going to be expensive as fuck, though, by the way. Yeah, I mean, pretty much Rodney, the guy that was breaking the other night, just sits on there. He does Pokemon and tries to do Pokemon and sell pretty much personals. We have Lyon Richardson, Arenado, Lowe, Arrays, Vines, Marte, Hader, Altuve, Canario, Rodriguez, Corbin Carroll, Zach Jaloff, Diaz, Harris II, Ruiz, Wheeler, Casas, Torres, Jaloff, Williams, Nimmo, McMahon, Butler, Perez, Story, Alonzo, and Robbie Ray. Yeah, see, that's fucking outrageous. It's okay, boys. Apparently, I try to run breaks for way less than what the retail price is. But according to that one fucking guy that was in the group that I kicked out earlier, apparently running a damn case of Breakers of Light with 2 boxes of Hobby at $4,500 is a fucking ripoff whenever it's cheaper than what just the boxes are by themselves. But good old price gouger Joey over here. Gotta fucking make you guys pay up. We have Gomez, Freeman, Alcantara, Kierstead on the Prism. This one's actually well centered. They were probably 400 on release day, if I had to guess. Maybe a little bit less. They were 400 from top, so I would hope your LCS was at 400. Joey, oh yeah, you remember that shit? Yeah, Joey the Edgelord, baby. We have Harper, Hartwig, Furman, Blackburn, Doyle, Wu, Pena, Lugo, Millis, McClanahan, Diaz, Varsho, Meneses, Riley, Correa, Westberg, Smith-Sauber, McClanahan, and Chris Bryant. Let's say we have me, Candelario, Wilson Contreras. We got Garrett Cole on the 25 out of 299 on the purple speckle. I got no clue, Mike. You would have to ask them. We have Wilson Contreras, Spencer Steer, Garrett Cole, Batty, Harris II, Quinn Priester, Bellinger, Lamont Wade Jr., Campbell, Batty, Raggins, Bednar, J-Rod, Robert, Martinez, Paris, Arozarena, Robert Jr., Shiano, McMahon, Altuve, Ronnie Mauricio, and Taj Bradley. Bro, the shit on the oh, man. I was at, like, I don't know if I was at Disney. I forget what I was doing. I was doing something else, too, when that guy was fighting with me. And I was like, this moron. Try not to be too irritated, but sometimes people get the better of me. What can I say? He wasn't, though. He was. The problem was, Mario, is he was trying to say that I was charging for a box that I was only breaking in that picture that I was only breaking a box of Breakers Delight and not a whole case. Brian, go onto this company's website. They should have booklets that are 130. Like, that was his argument, was that I was being that I only had $2,000 into the case, and I was trying to charge $4,500 and become super rich. If only he knew how much National Treasure costs whenever it's allocated and how much guys make on that. Whenever National Treasure is allocated, and it might have changed because I haven't had a box allocated National Treasure since 2022, but it would be, and I've only ever had one box allocated, period. It was $1,700 for a case of baseball, or a box of baseball allocated, and they were selling for, or not baseball, football, and they were selling for $5,000. So whenever you see Real Breaks running all those cases for whatever amount of money, where like they're running the case for like $5,000, or whenever they're running a case for like $20,000 and they're making $5,000 a box, dude, they're making like $12,000 a break. It's fucking ridiculous. And then everyone's like, well, they do all those giveaways. They do those giveaways because you're making $12,000. You can afford to give away a box of fucking Prism. Or whatever they give away. They normally give away like lower end shit. They don't even give away like Prism. Like, of course you can give away boxes if you're making $12,000. Yeah, you can't really trust break comp anymore because he's allowed people to manipulate their price so they I can look at it again, Brian. I can pull it out. Normally the booklets I've seen are like 130, but it could be 180. I didn't pull out the J-Rod and the other one. I just looked at the Tatis to get a picture, and that looked like it was 130. So, but I could be mistaken on that too. Oh. I will say, now that we've gone through the whole case, what are your guys' thoughts? Should we run another case of blasters after we get through some finest? I mean, if we don't start selling more stuff on Loupe, we're probably going to move over to Whatnot during the day with Rodney, just because the traffic on Loupe has been very bad lately. He sells stuff every day, but it's not at the pace that I'd prefer him to sell. Like, there's days where well, we had like 22 people say they wanted in a blaster case, and then they didn't get in the blaster case. I was gonna say, which surprised me. Maybe they just didn't see it in time. I'm not sure. Alright, last 5 blasters. We have Acuna, O'Hoppe, Conforto, Harper. Dude, people vote on the votes all the time and then don't get in shit. It happens every time. We have Langeliers, Harrison, Berger, Langeliers, Alex Bregman, Tyler Anderson, Goodman, Yoshida, Correa, Varsho, Lofton, Robert Jr., Steele, Jacob Amaya, Jake Berger, Taj, Bradley, Baker, Mountcastle, Adley, Rutschman, Taylor, Padermo, Walker, and Christopher Morel. Dane Myers, Victor Scott, Hernandez, Canario, Castillo, Lopez, Clase, Snell, Betts, Wade Jr., Merrill, Jimenez, Schwarber, Tim Anderson, Rafaela, Lopez, Diaz, Jacob, Young. We have Shota for the Cubs on the sepia. I have Caminero, Tim Anderson, Julio Rodriguez, Vladdy Jr., Kierstad, Outman, Bednar, and Dylan Cease. We have Paris, Raggins, Arozarena, PCA, Garrett Cole, Martinez, Altuve, Semien, Trout, Gray, Shiano, Votto, Gorman, Smith, Suzuki, Julian, Yastrzemski. We have Lane Ramsey for the White Sox. Say that again? No, no. I mean, I can tell based off of like how many points you guys have in the group who is the most active. Blackburn, Balasovic, Rojas, Devers, Murphy, and Conforto. Have Quan, Green, Kirilloff, Trout, Uribe, Hayes, Soto, Outman, Sheehan, Wynn, Marte, Gavin Williams, Chapman, Bobby Witt Jr., Trout, Tatis Jr., Trout again, Devin Williams, Ellie De La Cruz, Max Scherzer, Lane Thomas, Raggins, Marlowe. We're going to have PCA. Who has the Rockies? Rui. Javier Baez and Brenton Doyle on the Super Fractor. Going to Rui. I don't know if that's how you say your name or not, buddy, but nice hit on the Brenton Doyle. Newer guy in the group. Come on, focus for me, camera. Oh, my Lord. We have Jacob deGrom, Millis, Bradish, Rochillo, Junior Caminero. Say won't focus. I'll get it to focus at the end of the break. On the Prism Refractor. Trying to grab some of the ones that are better centered to display. I mean, they're all going to get top loaded if they are the sepia or the pink or whatever of a rookie. Hamilton, Rutschman, Shota, Mead, Remilliard, Moniak, Williams, India, Cabbage, Winans, Senga. We're going to have Ketel Marte, 86 out of 99 on the green Ray Wave, going to Jordan. And that's going to be, if Jordan thinks Ketel Marte is actually going to win, that's a 40 bang. That's actually like a $100 card if he wins. We have Lamonte Wade Jr., Wells. There's another Shohei for Austin. Gleyber Torres, Alvarez, Garrett Cole, and Drew Rom. The Super last night was out of the National Pack. It was Jacob Wilson. Yeah, that's a Rocky 101. Rockies. We have Harper, Turner, Wicks, Benintendi, Tucker, Castillo. Oh, when we got one of these too, these are always dope looking. Grant Hartwig on. I cannot remember what these are called, but these are one of the better looking cards that are in retail. I have no clue, man. But this is a retail exclusive insert. They look pretty sick going to Grant Hartwig. Man, whoever was cutting Shota stuff really liked to cut his stuff pretty even. Another Shota on the pink. There you go. Light board, yep. We have Cropley, Bieber, Noda, Davis Schneider, Blackburn, Moreno, Lourdes Gurriel. Every time I see him on Twitter, I'm like, yo, like someone's selling one, and I want to buy it, and people have already claimed it by the time I go to buy it. Like, I need to go look at some light boards for the Pirates whenever I on eBay or something. We have Rutschman, Nick Gonzalez, Gray, Lowe, Greinke, Jackson Holiday, Williams, Sassoni, Cade Marlowe on the Ray Wave, Joey Meneses, Pereira, Verlander, Buxton, Soler, and Ryan Noda. That's going to be the break. Let's do a quick recap of the hits. Like I said, if you consider the pinks and the sepias and stuff hits, I mean, there is a whole stack of rookies. Like, that's the stack of rookie either inserts, pinks, or whatever else that we got to top load. So, just would have been a ton of top loading on camera. Just so you guys know what the thing is, I'll take a picture. Maybe I'll top load them after this and sit on Loupe while I do it and see if I can sell any Pokemon. And I'll show you the stack afterwards and take a picture underneath the thing. We have Shota on the pink, Junior Caminero on the Prism, Shota on the sepia, Garrett Cole on the purple speckle, Kierstad on the Prism. We have Paul Goldschmidt on the Aqua Ray Wave, Stanton on the Fuchsia Speckle. We're going to have Yamamoto on the Ray Wave. You want me to hold this one for grading, right, Austin, if it's good? I'll put this to the side then. We have Soler on the Purple Sonar, McClanahan on the Aqua Ray Wave, Tenna on the negative, Steer on the Purple Ray Wave, Varsho on the Green Ray Wave, and Lee on the Pink Retail. Into the hit board. I have Seth Lugo on the Aqua Lava. We have Chris Murphy on the Blue Ray Wave, Hunter Stratton on the Refractor, Hartwig on the Light Board, Gibson Long on the Autograph, Bolin on the Purple Speckle, Brian Hayes on the Purple, Ketel Marte on the Green Wave, Ty Adcock on the True Purple, Merrill on the Photo Variation. We have Lane Ramsey, Colton Cowser on the All Etch Rookie Rush. We have Shota on the True Purple. And then we're going to have the 101 Bretton Doyle on the Superfractor. And that's going to be that. I can take, we had the Cubs, right, Dave? I'll take the Cubs hits and the Orioles hits, and I'll look at them and let you know if they're worth grading. I can tell the Shota's a little bit off center, so that's not great. It's a little bit heavy over here. But the rest of it looks pretty good. I mean, obviously I don't have out of the sleeve. The rest of it looks pretty good, so it might actually gem. Because I don't think the centering's past that 60-40 point. But the rest of the card's good. But that's going to be the break, guys. I appreciate y'all as always. You guys have a good night and be safe. Oh, the light board, is it yours? Or is it somebody else's? Oh. If it focuses. Talking about the light board centering? Or are you talking about Shota's? Oh yeah, the light board's definitely a cool looking card. Yeah, the Shota's a little bit off, but I gotta get a centering tool and see how close it is. It's not egregious, so even a 9 for Shota, I would still grade it because it's Shota. Like, he has such a big following from Japan, and then he's played pretty well. The Cubs fan base, whenever they're doing well, spends money on baseball cards for sure. But I appreciate y'all as always. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Finest. That already filled. I'll drop another Finest case. Pick your team tomorrow, probably at noon. Let's get the Trinity filled. I have 10 cases of Trinity came in. Here's the Bretton Doyle. If I can get it to focus. Getting a lot of glare off the camera. Come on, camera. Hold on. Trying. Oh, nope, it wants to go out of focus. It was focused like when I first brought it up, and now it's trying to like read my Jimmy Seafood shirt. Oh my lord. Here, I can get it to focus. Hold on. Ignore the pink shirt behind it. Obviously, it's a black background, but... I'll take pictures of it and send it to you, Rui. It'll probably be better that way. So the centering for an 8 and 9, well, an 8 it has to be like egregious, Mike. But between a 9 and a 10, it's a 9 can be 70-30. Is like the max a 9 can get. And then for a 10, it has to be 60-40 or higher. I was going to say is what it is. But I appreciate y'all. I will catch y'all later. You guys have a good night and be safe.